Morning, everyone. Welcome to this morning's edition of the NBC Markets Morning Call. Morning, Philip.
Good morning, Mark. How are you?
Yeah, I'm well, mate. I'm well. Stocks mixed again. Today's problem is US-Canada trade tensions. We had Prime Minister Carney turn around and say, well, whatever they put on us, we'll put on them. Good to know that diplomacy's pretty schoolyard these days, although, you know, when you're dealing with Trump, that's all you can do. The stocks index was down around about 3%. Nvidia had its seventh losing day in a row. Hasn't done that since 2022. And we had Micron and SanDisk down around about 5 or 6% as well. And Trump saying he may let Apple source DRAM from China, which, you know, was a bit of a turn up for the books. You know, Samsung in Korea was down 9% on a weak buyback program. We had also something from the Texas Governor Abbott. He's pausing new data center approvals, and apparently the suck on basically on power and resources, in his words, were they've dug their own grave. And you know, as a wise man once said on a couple of these Ausbiz ads, everyone hates data centers. So. Yeah, I mean, look, in terms of the Canada-US thing, it's 50% on all cars, trucks, auto parts, and steel, which pretty much, I think it almost shoots the US in the foot harder than it shoots Canada in the foot. And it's kind of the equivalent of just wailing on your little brother, really. Yeah. Like, and they do, you know, they do one of their biggest trading partners in. Trump's been really public in saying how bad the deal was. The irony being is that Trump did that deal in his last term. So he's looking for people to blame. Maybe the finger should be turned around and pointed towards himself. Aussie was up yesterday, basically on strength in the resource sector overall. We had really strong. I mean, BHP had hit a record high. And you know, the rest of the world really probably a little bit more tech-led was a little bit lower overall. So you do have now the Russell, the S&P, and the Nasdaq in sell territory on the technicals on the daily, which is not necessarily a good thing. But as you can see, top left-hand corner, BHP up 3, and Rio was up. Obviously, the gold stocks and stuff were up as well, and you know, banks yet again. Probably the drag on the sector. But Phil, do you want to fill us in on ASX earnings yesterday?
Yeah, well, yesterday we had Ampol, probably no great surprises, reported well and up 4.5%. And then we've got Viva today, so that should be interesting. I think that will report well, but we'll see how the retail sector goes at OTR stores. Adair is a bit of a surprise there. One of the first sort of retail stocks to buck the trend.
Yeah,
up 6%.
Possibly just coming off a low base.
Yeah, they have all been sold in, quite heavily. That's a good point, Mark. Aussie Broadband, well, it's a good company, but
everyone's worried about data centers in space now, which
and space. Oh no, what is it?
Yeah.
You know what
Starlink.
I mean? Starlink. That's
But Ansell was up 18 at one stage.
Yeah, Ansell's performed well lately, so that's sort of surprising.
Had that for stock of the day yesterday on Ausbiz. I mean, at the time, it was up 18%, even up 9%. I mean, it's now broken the range a little bit, but realistically, you can't it's sort of press for buy, hold, or sell, but company is low margin and as boring as Ansell. Yeah. Whilst I applaud them for a great result, pretty difficult to buy it up here. Yeah, well done to those shareholders that had it initially. But busier day today in reporting.
Yeah. Look, probably Coles obviously a standout there. Be interesting to see. Look, those Coles and Woolies have been, their price target's been basically incredible, haven't they? I mean, basically we know where they've been trading. But
I mean, Woolworths
$41 back to. They have pulled off a bit. Coles has pulled back from $24.50 back to $22.50.
And Woolworths
is 41 back to 38 something. So
I mean, this time last season, Woolworths was like $30.
Yeah. So what else we got? We've got Dairy but Fisher and Paykel. That's been an incredible company. It's got nothing to do with the white goods. That was sold off to Haya. It's basically all medical stuff or respiratory.
Mainly for more so in hospital. They don't. I mean, yes, they do compete with ResMed, but not really. Like they're very much they're from what I've heard from and I've had chats with nurses over time. Fisher and Paykel is a bit more hospital grade, whereas ResMed's a little bit more home.
And,
all sorts of stuff. Monodelphous, it should mining services, Tyro. It's always a lot. It's always a lottery with Tyro. You're probably either up 20 or down 20 at this point. Viva, as you mentioned, and Woodside.
Woodside. The net profit was actually slightly below consensus, not by much. It was up 7% from the underlying to 1.33 billion, but still slightly below. So we'll see how that goes. And the futures are pointing to a slightly stronger open. So despite Wall Street.
Obviously, we got Woolworths and then Nvidia tomorrow night, and we've got CPI here tomorrow as well. And I believe there's a monetary policy, just the meeting minutes that come out today as well. That'll be around about 11:30. Intuit tonight might be pretty interesting in terms of the it's a zero competitor. But I think, look, all eyes are going to be on Nvidia. It's a pretty decent setup. I mean, worst seven. Well,
I was going to say
worst streak since 2022. Probably. I thought I didn't think Jensen could save it this time around. He just doesn't seem to have the magic wands on the blink at the moment, and no one seems to believe him anymore. And there's more stories about circular financing and skepticism than there is about Nvidia, heading for $400. So be interesting to see. I mean, I totally expect them to beat, but who knows what the market reaction is going to be overall. But Wesfarmers will be another massive one, I would imagine, on Thursday here, and largely wraps it up for a Aussie earnings season. I would imagine.
I think we've got WiseTech as well. WiseTech tomorrow.
That'll be tomorrow. So that's a pretty important one for the SaaS apocalypse. Bitcoin up 23% on a 5-day basis now. Gold, silver, platinum as well. Platinum nearly up 10. Silver up 7.5. Gold up about 7, and really, uranium up as well. Was lithium and coal sort of grinding higher as well. But a bit of a switch out of the obviously that Besson talking overnight about that. More so about targeting Iran than anything else. He hasn't really mentioned anything else. The gold crypto debasement trade really. Jeffrey said the gold ETF inflows surged to 4 billion last week. So we're eyeing 4,700 again. I mean, it's quite incredible, the movements in this thing. Sorry, that's not tomorrow. That is actually today. I didn't change the slide, but yes, mpcinvest.co/webinars. We have that webinar on today. You're going to you'll get a few stock picks. There's a structured investment sort of curated around this as well, but mainly, this isn't a sales exercise. It's more so an informational. I'll be largely interviewing Kai Chen on this stuff today, and going through what we think is the next phase of AI, and sort of harking back to the internet age and drawing a few comparisons. Obviously not the bubble ones, as in the positive ones. So and looking at that sort of AI enabling sort of stack that needs to come next, really. So. Albeit at the disgust of the governor of Texas, apparently. So but tune into that, or you can go to the website and probably find it there as well with the webinar, and you can register today. And if you can't catch it today because you're at work or whatever, you can, if you just register, you'll get it on demand from this afternoon. But have a great day, everyone. Good luck in the markets, and hopefully catch you on the webinar today.
Have a great day, everyone. See you.
Bye.